I did tell Grandma Edward that I was going to be here.
Oh, if you want to telegram them saying that we are on the road, then that is fine. We can stop. I am tired of my friends and family and brothers and sisters being threatened.
Does Vida know about it yet, about what I got last night?
Does what?
Does Vida know the telegram I got last night?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll send her a telegram, let her know that I'm going to see Denis.
Mm-hmm. Hurry before we run into wolves.
Just go this way instead of towards Emerald Ridge instead of Valentine, it would be fine.
Dakota?
Yeah.
Okay. I apologize about that.
We're fine.
You fellas weren't happen to be the ones that were calling for the law, were you?
Someone was calling for law?
Yeah.
Well, we were from Wapiti, so if it was Valentine, then...
No, it was close to Wapiti.
Well, we did not call for law.
Oh, okay.
Alright, thank you.
We just came down from Wapiti and didn't see anyone, so...
Oh, alright.
Go check it out still.
We'll check it out. Well, thank you,
Alright.
sirs.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. Ow.
Yeah, that is the wake-up call now.
Strange that they would get called.
Do you happen to know did you get a telegram from me about the stalker? Did you see it?
Hey, what?
Did I send you a telegram about the stalker earlier?
If you did send me a telegram, I may have not checked it. I haven't checked my telegrams in a while.
I was setting out here earlier. Do you recognize a long, bony, tall, blonde woman with white short black vest and on a white horse?
Can't say I've seen a woman with a horse like that.
I was out here hunting. Fencing for Everton. And I was out on the north border of here. Went at the Twerks. And I thought I saw a white book, so we went to go follow it and see the woman on the white horse on the Twerks. Just not facing towards me, just standing still. So then I went to go the other way to go check the telegram, and then what? I look behind me and I see her following me in the distance.
I see. Strange.
So I decided just go end my hunting, go straight to Saint Denis. Since the telegram that could be, that was sitting in the telegram, but now after the encounter of Saint Denis, I don't even know.
Well. As long as we stick together.
Yeah. If I really have to, I will stay all the way in Boston if I have to.
I will try and make sure that you don't have to do that.
It's okay, I can handle the heat and I enjoy being out there too. Just I don't have a reason to right now.
Well, you shouldn't need to hide away. I'm gonna try and make sure that you don't need to.
That is good.
We'll stop in the roads first.
Oh, the town roads.
If you do see this man while we are there, point him out to me and let me know.
I will. And if not, we can see if we can find people sitting here and see if they know about him. So you'll get more answers.
I feel like I'm losing Dakota's voice.
I was right at the corner. Then I saw that man. So today and yesterday, I just tried to turn him on, and that's when he said to come follow me. We can go back to the saloon, see if anyone's there.
Alright. I'm gonna send a telegram. Be careful.
I mean, I could just wait for you.
No. Just wait. Alright. We will just ride around and see.
They hung that fella who stole a bag of flour.
There's someone there. See who this is.
Someone is here.
There's someone up on the balcony.
Hmm.
He's just standing there.
Who is?
Don't know who. Does not look like the same guy, but I've never seen him before either. He's on the balcony above us.
I see.
There's someone in Henderson who's a local. Or there's someone there. Maybe go to the bakery.
True.
I say just go to every spot in the city where anyone you know will be. no one's here in the city, then just go back to Wapiti.
Mm-hmm. Strange that town is quiet. Maybe something happening elsewhere.
There were many people here before I left.
Hmm.
I see no horses.
Don't think Fawn is here.
Okay,
No one is inside.
maybe we can go by the gunsmith. Or whatever you know where someone could be.
We can ride for a bit.
Oh, someone's coming.
Woman, maybe?
I cannot see who it is. It's too dark.
Had white vest on.
This is great now when you need to find somebody. I just feel more comfortable, I think more of the people we don't trust know.
Check by stable. Don't think anyone's a gunsmith. If no one's by stable, then we can start heading back.
Okay,
Just strange that no one is here. Might be something else happening somewhere else. Well, Law were up there near, well, headed towards Wapiti, so just strange. We saw nothing coming down.
yeah, neither did I.
Bien le bonjour.
Is Sabina living in Wapiti as well?
Move. Stupid local. She is staying there, yes.
Okay. You'll be happy to be part of your family in Wapiti.
be happy as well.
So now I guess would I be half Cherokee and half Wapiti now?
I suppose. I mean, name of tribe is not actually a Wapiti tribe. When I put in paperwork, name of tribe is Koshash. Technically, when things are official, that is what the name of the tribe will be. Koshash means, well, Navajo. Can mean fire bear or sun bear tribe.
Okay.
But will also be Wapiti as well, given where we are. Basically, tribe that is overlooking and protecting and keeping Wapiti safe. Since I am Wapiti myself. Both mother and father were, so
I believe I think I have read the newspaper a while ago that Cornwall wanted to turn your tribe into an oil field.
I know. I know previous Chief Eagleflies talked to him briefly before he left. Mentioned that was the plan. Talk to elder women.
Hold on now, I think I saw people at Furlough House. Do you think there's some people that you know that goes there?
Not sure. If you want to ask them, we can.
Excuse me. There was a there, but
I'll be outside. I need to think for a second.
this is okay.
Alright,
Wait,
we can keep heading out. I mean, we may run into others on the way back. Don't think Law would have any answers for you. Law is usually chasing ghosts anyway.
I do not plan to go to law.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they have intentions, the information will leak. And then
Law has to earn my trust.
law just wants power. I don't know why, but in the distance I keep thinking it is Sabina.
Blonde hair.
Yeah. And the way she's dressed as well. I think Edward might be sleeping because I have not received a telegram from her ever since I went to your tribe. My old tribe.
Not sure. We will head back slowly in case we run into anyone.
Okay.
Probably stop in Valentine before we head back home.
Will there be no one further than Valentine to the west?
I just want to know where the law got that call from.
Yeah. I can see why. I hope everyone you know is okay. So the members that hides outside of the tribe or at the outskirts, would they be scouts?
The scouts are, there are huts that are up on the cliff sides, but the huts that are there as well can be.
So
There are 3 huts that are up on the cliffs. Each one sees different part of area.
So were they active for most of the day?
It depends. If Jumani is around, she is usually on the first cliff. Gola takes the second. We usually have eyes watching as much as possible.
See, and if they are not there, then somebody takes over the place.
Usually, if it is just me there, I will stand by the first cliff.
Will they come towards the middle if they want to?
But usually, if I am by myself, I'm very careful. Keep ears out and everything. I can usually hear people coming and going on both sides.
Yeah, I guess you still see this wagon too. Not sure why they get stuck like that.
I'm not sure. We will head up to Valentine, see who's there. Maybe it was Nico and his friend that sent the call or something happened to them, not sure. Seems quiet.
Like, many of the states here are square today. We're just not going in the wet spot.
Let me get changed. Then we can head up there.
Um, but I asked Davis. Well, Davis wanted to stop by Sabina's place. We went to Sabina's place. There was a guy there who, from the past, she ran us off like we were strangers. I guess to protect us or something. At least that's what I gathered. Oh, shit. Apparently, Chris is missing. The head marshal, who's a good friend of me and Sabina's, and
There was a bunch of law and roads I saw. There was at least 2 or 3 lawmen down there.
I see. And apparently, Archer thinks there's something going on between me and Davis, and apparently told Sabina, because Davis told me, which I'm really fucking angry about.
I don't trust that man.
Who?
This Davis man.
Why?
Something about him. I do not trust him. I told Sabina this as well. She just brushed it off.
I mean, I trust your judgment, but he's also been a really kind friend to me.
Yeah. An enemy can smile at you. I said an enemy can smile at you, say sweet things. Then again, he may not be enemy, but he is not. He is hiding something. I don't know what it is, but he is hiding something, I can tell. Again, Sabina more or less has just brushed it off, but something about him.
I trust him. I don't know. He's been really good to me. When this stuff with the herbologist started happening, he was there for me.
I have been riding with Dakota, trying to find people to ask about the strange man that was following him, to see if we could run into Strange Man, and if we could, we would take him up to Wapiti and ask him some questions.
Was it the masked man in Saint Denis?
Yeah, it was.
I think that man may have sent me a telegram.
Move.
Yes, he sent me a telegram as well.
Yeah, I saw him at the telegram station. Davis and I went there, because I was afraid to walk around because he had been by the bakery, and I wasn't getting any telegram guys coming up to me, so I didn't know I had one, but they sent me one that was like titled Bear, 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 and they were telling me that they liked the bear carving I was doing, which is for Tobias. I can't remember what else it said, but I was at Sabina's house. They told me to stay in there, but I don't know. I just decided to come out here to come to the PD because that's what I originally wanted to do. I wanted to get out of the city. I was starting to get really scared and anxious, and I just
Well, we were heading home, so me and Dakota did not find that man, so wasn't able to ask him anything. Do not think he will come up there. If he does, then worst mistake of his life.
yeah.
He is sending threats to both you and Dakota.
Yeah, I got a telegram yesterday that was also like sort of creepy, telling me that they wanted my sweets basically, but it was worded in a way that was extremely predatory and weird. And it was marked the same way by a friend. I'm just really on edge, and
Well, you need to keep in mind this. They got a hold of your telegram number from someone.
my telegram number is public and it's custom, so it's easy.
And they got a hold of Dakota's.
Yeah.
You know.
Mine's public as well.
I just want to run my bakery and take care of my family, and I went to the bakery to make things, and I asked Davis to come with me because, you know, he works there, and I just wanted him to make some stuff, and I just wanted to sit down, but the fact that business is slow is adding to the stress, because I haven't been able to do anything over there, and people have been vandalizing the place, and it's just everything on top of everything, and when I'm in the city, I'm fucking scared and stressed out, and I don't know, I feel
Stay up here for a few days.
that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna bring Hera up here, but she's safe and warm and stuff with Hana, and I don't want to. She has guards all around her. I feel bad leaving her. And I know I won't relax unless she's with me, but I also don't want to put her in danger because I can't let go of her for a little bit. She's just a baby, though. And on top of it all, fucking Archer is fucking saying shit about me and Davis, which I'm gonna chew him out the next time I fucking see him. I'm sorry, I don't mean to ramble.
You are fine. I hear way more from Sabina, so I am used to it. You can speak. If it makes you feel better, speak your mind. I am a good listener, I promise.
I don't even know if it's making me feel better, to be honest. I just... every time I think about it, there's just so much going on. Part of me right now just wants to move out of the city, but I know I'll regret it. Because whoever is stalking me will just follow me somewhere else. And I love Saint Denis. I don't want to be rode out of Saint Denis because of, I don't know, idiots and creepy people, but
No. Law seems to be chasing these ghosts, or when they are around.
yeah.
These people who are sending these telegrams seem to be able to do it without consequence, which I do not understand. I have had Gola, because a lot of these telegrams have come from Valentine. I've had Gola starting to check down there and let me know if anyone was there at the telegram station.
Yeah. It's a good idea. The one that I got recently came from Saint Denis, so I think the guy was sending it when we went to the telegram station, but I just didn't get I didn't get a guy coming up to me, so I didn't even know I had it. You know, I don't know what time it was. Are we near Bacchus?
We are.
I happened to run into him today in St. Denis.
I'm sorry someone's been following you. People have been. People can't just leave other people be. It's starting to get annoying.
I wanted
Pass
to,
already. Stupid locals.
I wanted to pull my gun out, but I'm afraid he was going to do the same and shoot me.
Which way is it?
Left.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to figure out how I can go back to St. Denis or Lemoyne without the men creeping up on me again.
Yeah, I've already got 1,000 things in my back pocket. I can't. That's why I had to get out of the city. It just.
I understand.
I was at about 9:27. Central Stars. So not even an hour ago.
Yeah, and from Central Stores as well.
Sick of this.
You can rest and relax up here.
Yeah, I might just sit up here for a little bit. I probably should have telegrammed Davis and told him that I went to Wapiti, but I don't want to telegram them while they're looking for Chris and get their hopes up.
The first telegram he sent me said, "Nobody questions Stray Bullet, you're a filth, a friend."
Nobody questions what?
A Stray Bullet.
Hmm.
And this message says, "You're a filth, a friend."
Jesus.
A lot of talk for a coward.
He looked really armed too, so I didn't bother. Did not want to risk pointing my gun at him when I was alone.
It's always good to de-escalate or not escalate at all.
No. If anyone comes on land or near here, we do not know. We have every right to shoot.
Yeah.
And I will keep watch.
Oh, I thought there was one of the Wapiti. Guess I was seeing things in my eyes.
Do you need any food or drink?
I could take some food, actually.
All right, I'll be right back. What is your favorite number?
52. Thank you. This looks amazing. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You get extra money for the burger.
I will. Did Gola go to sleep?
He did, finally.
Yeah, he has. He did say he was up for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized Hera could stay in the medicine house. If I did bring her up here.
She can.
I have to bring her next time. I hope Toby would be open to the idea of staying up here for a little bit.
I'm sure he would not mind. He and I can talk about history more.
I'm sure he'd love that. Sometimes I worry. The last time he tried to get along with a tribe, it kind of ended terribly, and he doesn't have any disrespect for natives, but I think he worries a little bit. I'm glad I didn't kill his motivation to write and tell accurate stories, but
He's a good man.
he is. He's my whole world. That's why I'm so fucking mad at Archer. But Archer doesn't know me, so how is he supposed to know?
Mm-hmm.
Can't just be friends with people. I'm just as close to Sabina as I am to Davis, but no one thinks I'm cheating on Tobias with Sabina.
It is because that man knows how to talk.
Who?
He knows how to make you laugh.
Davis?
Mm-hmm. He knows how to do that very well.
He's like a brother. I've never had a brother. The only sibling I had, we grew up isolated from one another.
Hmm.
I knew she was there, but I couldn't take care of her, and she was my little sister. It's not like Davis, who's like a big brother to me. And he helped me out a lot. That first time that I got taken by the herbologist. It's been nothing but kind to me. And I just wish that he could be kind to me and that we could be friends and joke around with each other and not have people running their fucking mouths. I love my husband. Just telling him the other day that when he's not around, it feels like a piece of me is missing.
Hmm. Just need to talk to people.
Yeah.
Let them understand the situation. I've known Archer for a while. He is not a man to spread rumor. He just maybe had feeling about it, but as long as you set him straight, he will be fine. He is a good man. He is not the type of person to, well, spread lies and rumor. Trust me. Considering where he is from and what he has been through, he will not do that.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the type. Him telling Sabina, and I know Sabina and Davis have pretty strong feelings for each other. It's like palpable, it's obvious, it's not like it's a fucking secret. And I egg them on a lot as a joke. But I kind of don't want Davis to get his heart broken. I told him that too. But regardless, he told Sabina because Davis was talking to Sabina and then he came over to me and he told me that, so just use, context clues. And just... There's a lot going on right now. Sabina's really stressed out and I don't know if... I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking about it.
She is scared. She is more scared than she likes to admit. She thinks
know.
people do not notice, but I know.
I can feel it. She's always been... Her heartbeat is the hardest to ignore. Because it's always fast. She's always feeling stress. I don't think I've ever felt calm from Sabina. And that's the worst thing about this gift or curse that I have. I don't know what to consider it, even after all these years. I know what people are feeling, and I can't even fucking help them. Especially if they don't want to admit to it. And it's always worse when it comes from someone else.
Hmm.
It's like I'm in their body and feeling everything that they feel.
It is empathy. It is a good thing to have, even if it sometimes doesn't feel like it. The world needs more of it.
I try to use it for good, but it hasn't allowed me to feel my own emotions much. Maybe that's my own fault.
Hmm.
Need to learn how to push other people's emotions to the side and focus on my own.
You have a big heart. It is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just people can take advantage of it easily.
Yeah.
It is strange. Most women that are friends of mine all have same problem. In one way or another.
The world teaches us to be kind. It's like an unspoken requirement for us. be kind and to take other people's shit without questioning it. And as much as we try to be different, it's just what we're taught.
Hmm.
Sometimes I wish I didn't feel for people.
Well, I can tell you from experience, as someone who usually does not, all it does is make you lonely.
Yeah. Even today I was questioning whether I should have been listening to the herbologist when he was talking to me. Maybe he's just a sad and lonely man who needed someone to talk to or an outlet. And I happen to be that outlet. Maybe I could have helped him if I wasn't so scared.
Usually people like that send those kind of things are, well, most of them probably have minds broken. Something happened in childhood or things like that, but
I mean, I understand that feeling. That's why I feel like maybe I could have done more. Had the prime opportunity, and I chose to be scared and chose to make a spectacle of him.
again, people can only be helped if they want to be.
I suppose it's true.
Hurting others is not exactly a form of wanting help.
It can be a cry for help.
I suppose.
To be fair, he didn't even really hurt me physically. It was just all psychological games. I fell right into them and did exactly what he wanted.
Yeah.
Maybe he did just need a friend, and I failed him in that aspect.
From what I have heard, I don't think so.
I can't help but think about it sometimes. Trying to act tough when I'm scared shitless, and I don't know. I haven't heard anything from him since he took me the other day. Probably for the best, but I'm so paranoid. It's just been one thing after another.
While you were up here, you do not need to worry.
I appreciate your hospitality, and it is nice to have family in different places. I wasn't sure if I could ask, but I don't know if I'll stay up here all the time, but I do want to be a part of the tribe.
You're more than welcome. As I told Hawk, if she wants to be a part of Tribe, she can, and she can still stay down there with her husband on that ranch. All this is just a home. You can have more than one home.
It's true. It is nice to come up here. It's felt very freeing lately.
It is nice not being by myself a lot, which is a good thing, I think. Sister tells me I need to stop hanging around with trees so much and actually talk to people sometimes, so...
Sounds like me and the gators in the swamp.
I've gotten better at it. Our mother, she did not speak most of the time raising us, so I did not speak, and neither did Chimani. I have slowly grown out of that, but Chimani is still, well, reserved, shy. I have learned that I need it. I need to speak. I need to talk if I'm going to be chief. I cannot be a silent one. I have to talk to governments and people and treaties and things like this.
I think you're doing a good job, if it means anything.
I'm trying. All I want is I just want a place where any and all brothers and sisters can come and not have to be fearful or scared or feel alone, feel like world is against them. I want a place where they can lay head down, be warm, sit by fire, talk, dance, sing, eat, and not have to worry about outside, not have to worry about anything else out there, but just focus here when they want, and then if they want to go back out, they can.
I think you're doing a good job of that. When I come up here, I feel separated from everything else. I love the city, but I also love nature as well. I've always had these two things that have existed inside me, the love for the city and the love for Mother Nature.
Sounds like someone else I know who has heart too big. You two are more alike than you think.
Dakota.
You may have dozed off. Oh. Thought you dozed off there.
I was wondering if that's who you were talking about.
No, Sabina.
Oh, Sabina.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's. We didn't talk a lot when we were younger, but I feel like right now we're just getting to know each other, you know? I feel like she's really my friend now. I was mad at her for a long time.
Did she do something?
Did she tell you about Vincent?
I know some, not everything.
I was in love with Vincent. I don't think it was reciprocated, but I did care for him a great deal. And she took him away from me, even though he wasn't mine to have taken away. But it was still a big loss for me. At one point, I felt like I didn't have anyone in the world, and Vincent was there. And it was just hard news to take. Especially after everything. And she hurt some people when she was younger. Tobias included. It was hard to be okay with that. And just, you know, come to the realization that we were all young back then. We all made mistakes. I mean, Vincent and I laid down in the same bed together. We didn't do anything, but I was engaged. But it was just because my own fiance wasn't there. But it still wasn't a good thing to do. I just needed comfort. It's not like I can... It's not like I didn't make my own fair share of mistakes.
Well, when you're young, that is usually the case. And it is good to make mistakes. You learn from them.
Yeah.
You will never learn from a success, but you will definitely learn from a failure.
Say that again. I've always been loyal. I think one of the reasons that Archer saying that stuff pisses me off so bad is because even when I was extremely unhappy and miserable, I was still loyal. Even when that fucking asshole didn't deserve it. And missed out on what could have been the love of a lifetime. I mean, I got that with Toby at the end of the day, but there's a part of me that does wish I would have spent a little time with Vincent before he died, anyway.
No, unfortunately, when it comes to things of the heart, I may be the worst example of it.
Yeah. I've only been married once, and I don't plan on ever getting married again.
Hmm.
When I look at Tobias, I see forever.
That is good.
What's your favorite animal, Mato?
My favorite animal?
Mm-hmm.
You
I
would
didn't-
think bear, given name, but actually not bear. I've heard stories from medicine women passed on and on between different ones. There used to be wolf that roamed these lands. Wolf bigger than bear. And they used to roam everywhere, be free in the forests. I saw one once. I was at tribe near Manzanita in tall trees. I was making weapons and saw two yellow eyes staring at me through darkness. I watched as it watched me, slowly circling around tribe land. We eyed each other for a while. Slowly, it approached more and more, growling, snarling, seeming to test me. It was as big as I was. Black, silver fur. It got close enough, and then suddenly leapt past me. Tackled moose, killed it, started eating. After a while, that wolf stopped, turned and looked to me, lowered its head, and then left. Left the rest of the moose for me. Even left its heart, which I took and ate. And there have been many stories of great wolf. Wolf bigger than horse. I have seen it. I've always liked them.
It's funny you say that. I'm making one right now. It's for Davis, but I have a sort of strained relationship with wolves right now because of the other day, but I have always liked wolves. And to be fair, they did save my life.
I mean, I also like bear too. I did not know Sabina. Well, you probably have not been around her long enough, and she probably does not remember the story of the golden bear.
The golden bear.
The golden bear and the corpse woman. That was some time ago. Back during all of this Luke business. We were on tribe land one day, and I saw a woman in the woods. She was, well, she was not wearing anything but bones, and she had painted her skin with blood of animal. And she stood there, and she just watched me. Did not say anything. Eyes clouded, so not sure if she could actually see me, but she seemed to be able to.
She was aware of you.
I followed her, knife in hand, ready if anything was going to happen. She left a trail of blood that led further and further into the woods. Things got darker and darker, and before I knew it, I was alone. Woods had gone silent, so something was wrong. After a while, I hear a low growl and turn around, and there's a bear, golden fur, mother, and a cub nearby.
Is it a grizzly?
It was. This bear walked up to me and simply laid down in front of me. It was barely breathing, seemed to be dying slowly. And I suppose seemed to offer me the chance to end its life peacefully. So I took knife and ended it.
It's a good thing that you did.
I skinned it, made sure every piece of it was used, made headdress from skin, made poncho, things like that. The cub that was left scared, not knowing, well, its mother was dead, decided to take it with me, help raise it, which may not be the smartest choice, but it has been fairly inseparable since, so
You still have him.
I do. It has grown enough. I may have it around tribe soon. Of course, when I told Sabina, she, considering the run-in with Bear she had yesterday, she was a little adamant about it. But I see that woman every now and then. This corpse woman.
Do you think she's a spirit?
No, I'm not sure. She does not seem like spirit, but at the same time does. Pulls me into forest and disappears, or find her standing in intricate, very strange displays made of bone and blood and animal. I do not know if she is good or bad. Jimani thinks she is evil. Tells me all the time, anytime I bring it up. But she has never done harm to me. Just draws me to different places, and usually I end up finding something or discovering something about myself.
I believe she might be a conduit. I think that's the word.
Maybe. I don't know.
You have a very strong relationship with the world around you. I
Which is
admire it.
surprising, because I was raised in Saint Denis, if you could believe that.
I was raised in the city too, but sometimes the wild does call.
Yeah, when my father, or, well, I suppose stepfather, military man, attacked our camp and took me, my sister, and my mother. My father had died. Most of the tribe had died. And raised me as among the white men and children. Learned to read or write, play guitar, piano, things like that. Be civilized. And they gave me the name Cain, which I used to go by for quite a while until I forsake that name. And got it from Bible.
Yeah, I figured as much. Was he a cruel man?
Mm.
I'm sorry, I suppose that's not my place to ask.
It is fine. He is dead, so does not matter now.
I have a similar story, but we weren't taken. We were forced to walk into the lion's den.
Hmm.
After Howard, the father that I know, died in the factory fire. My mom couldn't support the house by herself. She had been offered a job from a man named Frank. He was from the city that I still love, because I used to visit every day. We struggled when Howard was alive, but not nearly as much as we did when he died. And my mom was forced to take the job from him, even though she didn't want to. She didn't trust him. Howard didn't trust him. For good reason. We moved into his house. Life was just... Well, it only got more downhill from there.
No, the man who took us, it was military general, disciplined, angry, drunk. When I was little, he used to take that out on my mother. Beat her, yell at her, mistreat her. Until one day I was big enough to get in way. And then he started taking that out on me, and I gladly accepted it. But that did not last long. Eventually, well, I got to be bigger than him, much bigger than him, and he could no longer hurt me or anyone else. He had just become a fool at that point. Still yelled, still cursed us, still treated my mother and sister badly. But he would never raise a hand at them again, because he would know that if he did, then I would break that hand. And eventually, after a while, I had managed to save enough money to take my mother and my sister away. And we fled and ended up in Blackwater. And after a while, ran into a native man who told me that I had familiar face, even though I had never met him, and said I should come up to Wapiti. I was a bit hesitant at that point, quiet and not the talkative man you see here now. But I went, and that is when I learned what happened to me and my family.
So sorry. I am glad that you found answers and maybe a sense of closure.
My father, my real father, his name was Raining Buffalo. He was chief here. And when they knew it was me, and the elder women could tell, apparently I looked just like him. They gave me his headdress, told me I should become chief, I should lead from this point, and I rejected it at first and ran, I will admit. I was younger, a bit more naive, not understanding how things worked that I was not used to.
It's an understandable response after everything you went through.
But after a while, I returned and decided to learn from them. And eventually brought Shumani here, and she also learned, and we both understood and basically figured out that this is where we wanted to be. And since then, I have always called this place home in one way or another, but I have tried to start my own tribe, be a part of some, get nowhere with others. I have been around for a long time doing this, and it has made me learn patience and frustration that I need to put aside. It has also made me learn that I need to speak. I cannot be silent on things. I don't think Sabina likes that I am too blunt with her, but
She needs people to be blunt with her.
I told her that I would never lie to her, whether it helped or hurt her.
I usually don't say anything. I think it's better than lying to her or feeding into some things.
Well, if she is being stupid, I will tell her she is. Which is not often, but she does sometimes. But like you, she also has big heart and I think cares too much.
She does. She cares a lot, despite her hot-headedness. I've never seen anyone, woman or man, or in between, with a harder head.
I have. She works for you. Her name is Angel. You may not know her that well, but I know Angel. I have known Angel probably longer than Sabina.
I knew Angel when I first moved out west. The only thing I knew about her is that she was a workaholic. And I see that not much has changed in that regard.
No, she is very dedicated. When I first met her, she was in the tall trees woods, being chased by a pack of wolves, and ran into me. And I ended up killing them all and fighting them off with her. And then she offered me a job at our ranch, basically as bodyguard, and I accepted. I have known her ever since.
Yeah, I met her when she was working at Emerald Ranch. Long time ago. She was the only one working there for a while. She would grow things, she would fill out all these orders. And it was just her, by herself. It's kind of inspiring, but...
Well, she is not alone anymore. I don't know if you have gotten to met the others in her family, but they are around.
I met Walker.
Mm.
Her grandfather, I think?
Mm-hmm.
He seems kind.
I've only met that man a few times, but he is, if I had to describe that man is a cowboy through and through.
Yeah. Definitely, the picture of the West, I think.
Mm. But she also has a brother.
I don't think I've met her brother. What's his name?
His name is Nicholas.
Hmm.
He is, rather tall. Usually, well, he's got big beard, blonde hair. Dressed like lumberjack. He's a mountain man from what I know. I don't know much. Used to be doctor and a holy man, apparently, but not anymore. All Angel told me is that, well, Angel and Sabina both told me that something bad happened to him, and, I'm not sure what, but he's around as well.
I don't think I've met a lot of people who haven't had something terrible happen to them.
Hmm.
Frank, the man I mentioned before, he was also military, but he was rich enough to sort of not go there all the time. His father owned a company, and the company had different branches all over the states. He dealt with firearms, anything you can think of. The Brighton name was heavy in New Orleans.
Hmm.
But he himself, he was depraved and cruel.
Hmm.
And he was angry. He was chasing after something that no longer existed. I didn't see my mom for a long time after we moved in with Frank. I would see her every so often. She wouldn't say that much. She would give me this look, and I didn't understand it for a long time. Like she was sorry. I was alone most of the time. I had tutors, nannies. But most of the time I was spending all my time outside in the swamps. When my mom died, that was the first time I really got to see her and talk to her. She looked very ill.
Hmm. I've only told Sabina and Angel this, but not too long ago. Maybe it is long ago now. Time does seem to slip away. I would say at least 10 years ago. I had a run-in with my father again. He was still the same cruel man. Barely recognized me at this point. I had become older, bigger, a bit more wiser. Maybe still had temper, but eventually he recognized me. Talked with him. Didn't get to talk much. He was drunk. Just wasting his life away. And eventually, of course, conversation turned to my mother and my sister. He told me that he had done something to them that I did not know. Something that I will not repeat. And the next thing I knew, my hands were around his throat. And after that, he was dead. I did not realize what had happened. He just... He was just gone.
I understand. Sorry, I need to stretch my legs.
Fine. I took him and I buried him. There are... If you visit Emerald Ranch, there are a set of graves nearby. He is buried at one. I did not feel better or satisfied or happy that I had done it. There was no sense of relief or justice or anything. I felt nothing, really. Like I had just swatted a bug away from me.
Yeah. When my mother died, I didn't realize at the time that I had a sister. But I did, and he had been keeping her locked away. Even though I found out about her, I still didn't get to see her. When my mom died, she apologized to me profusely, and I couldn't understand why. I was holding her hand on her deathbed, sobbing over her, and all she can do is apologize. But I eventually learned why she kept apologizing. There was nothing she could do. She tried to keep me safe, and it killed her. And exactly what she didn't want to happen happened anyway.
I see.
Men are evil creatures.
They are.
They're men, but
This is one thing I have always tried to talk to Sabina about. She talks about this Luke man like he is some sort of monster or demon or something bigger than what he is. He's nothing more than a man, sad and pathetic. He affected our life, yes, but at the end of the day, he's just a man. If she talks about him in that way, then it is doing nothing but inflating him, making him seem bigger than he is. Just pathetic, weak.
I think that's why Frank was so scary to me for so long. Because I was a child, and to me, he was the monster in my closet and under my bed. And there's just some things I don't know, there's some stuff that shouldn't happen, but it does anyway. But I look back on it, and at the end of the day, he was a man, a cruel man, who channeled his grief in the worst ways possible, but he was still just a man, because when he came back, he was disoriented. He'd been beaten half to death by my then fiance. And he stumbled. He fucked up. I think that's when I figured out that he was just a man for the first time in my life. Rowan found him, shot him, took him to the middle of the street, put a bunch of bullet holes in him. Didn't really make a difference to me. I took his body to the middle of the swamp and I burned it. I still don't feel better about it. Getting rid of someone doesn't take away the things that they've done.
The wounds are already there. Scars still there.
There's some things that you take away from a person that they'll never be able to get back. I understand your mother and your sister. And that's why I say, taught to be kind, even to people who don't deserve it. We're taught to just sit and listen and be that guiding light for other people. Very rarely are we lucky enough to have our own guiding lights and protectors.
Mm. Do you think we should, at this point, let Sabina know that you were here? It has been some time.
Probably.
If you want, we can ride down there.
I might telegram Davis and not Sabina. I don't know what kind of mood Sabina is in.
Yeah. You can ride on my horse if you want, or take yours.
I didn't mean to ramble, by the way.
You're fine. You wanted to talk? You can talk.
Besides, you told me your story. I figured it was fair that I tell you mine.
Sharing stories is important. So we get to know each other.
I don't tell a lot of people about what I went through because it just... I don't want people to think that I'm trying to overshadow them or something.
You going to take your horse? Alright. Dakota, have you fallen asleep? Well,
I think I will, though.
go ahead and lay your head down. We're just going to the telegram station.
Okay.
Just get some rest, brother. You are safe up here.
If you want to tell Sabina about what has happened with me, you can.
I will. When I see her, I'll let her know.
Okay.
Just get some rest.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, Dakota. You rest well.
Yeah. Out the way.